One. This is the game. Flower. I'm trying. It's not pulling out. Okay. It. There we go. Flower. And I've already beat it, so that's why all the things are there. It's a really short game, and it's really, really quite good. That game company, which is the name of the company that made the game, has created a very something fantastic, I think, and I love it. I can't really describe how I feel about it, other than that it's just emotive in every good way. And let's begin with the first part here. Let's zoom in on this little guy. This is our guy. And so, we begin our journey. And I'm going to try not to be too loud because, well, I mean, this isn't a game that you have to be loud for. So, sorry. And so this is the beginning of the game. I didn't want to talk during the cutscene because I feel like it's all very necessary. The experience that is this game is very, everything is really necessary. And so let's just start. And I'll try not to talk too much, or maybe I should, or maybe I shouldn't. I don't really know how, in theory, to let's play this game. But we're gonna try anyway. So this is Flower, and I'm a petal. And that is another flower. And so if I don't touch anything, time slows down, and basically I control a flower by tilting my remote control. And if I push a button, suddenly I speed up and I gain a little petal follower. And so I guess the main goal of this game is to unlock the flowers, I guess would be the word, to collect them. You collect a petal, and then something wonderful happens each time. Or maybe not wonderful, but it feels wonderful. And the music starts swelling with each time you do anything, as you can tell. I don't know why I'm telling you. Maybe because I'm a bad storyteller. But the point is, it's just a really relaxing game, and a part of it is something that I really liked in the game, The Unfinished Swan, which I've also played. It's that it's about Genesis. Ooh, what's over here? Oh wait, I just came this way. Never mind. Wait, return. It's about Genesis, in that I feel like I'm creating a story, even if that story is entirely by design. Even if it's so curated that my decisions don't matter, I like this illusion that I'm making the world a slightly better place, bit by bit, and flower by flower. And, you know, it's great to talk about, like, the music is wonderful. I don't know if it's an orchestra, but it's fantastic. Each time you collect a flower, it makes new noises. As a reminder that you're doing this is your fault. And you're changing the environment. And also, I'm not anti-nature, but I hate the whole hippie notion that, you know, I know we're destroying the planet. That's a very true statement, but let it go. Those things don't change in a day, and hating people for destroying the planet only makes them want to destroy it more. But this makes me want to, like, join Al Gore's cabinet and, like, start campaigning to like get rid of Jeeps or something, like trucks, which are just awful for the environment. Did I forget a flower over here? That's a bad idea. I should not have done that. And what I like about flowers is that the game isn't hard. There's really no difficulty curve here. You're just sort of flying around and listening to music. It's a really relaxing experience, of which you don't get many in games. A lot of games want to be stressful and sad, and I wanted to say decrepit, but that's just because I like the word. But this game, to begin with, does something a lot better, where it's very optimistic. It brings you into this view of, like, nature. I love nature, and I do, especially when it's like this. So basically, I like video games. I don't like real nature. This is what I'm talking about. But see, that change in the song, that moment, it's hard to express sort of how, not perfect, because the game's not perfect, but it's certainly done so much right. I'm gonna ignore that first. Wait a minute. And there is a secret flower! Ah! That was loud. Scared me. Anyhow, now to do this. And look at how far we've come. So anyway, I don't even know where I'm going with my words necessarily, because it's just hard to know what to talk about. And it's even worse to talk about not knowing what to talk about. So I'm doing great so far. But this is what Flower is all about. It's exploring this world, and I don't know, it's not about finding meaning, but it's about finding beauty in nature, and looking at it in a way that you hadn't. Because I don't look at nature, I hate nature. I go outside, I'm like, oh, the sun is out, the clouds aren't blocking it out, oh my god, I need shadows, I want to be in a house, I need air conditioning. But this sort of reminds me that behind all this is beauty. It says resume. I don't know why it stopped playing. Did I push pause? Okay. I don't know what that means. That is a pedal. Oh. Wait a minute. Some of them have... This one has 2 petals. Is that how many secret flowers there are? Anyways, we're gonna go to the second level. Interesting. Okay. Let us begin. I just love the piano, and I love everything about it, really. It's hard to explain. What I love about music is that music is really universal. They did a study and they would play the notes to people of other cultures, and what they found was that generally the major notes were happy, the minor notes were sad. It was understood even if these people had never heard music before. And something about the universality of that is really nice. Like, I'm not saying this game necessarily is universal, but the music in it definitely is. And it inspires me with hope, longing, and so much. I was on that game company's website, and they described this as their form of interactive poetry. Now, if this game sucked, that would be very cocky. But it doesn't. It is actually very poignant in its presentation of the events that will come. You will see what I'm talking about. Very poignant and very to the point, which is what you'd hope poignant means, but it actually poignant just means sad. Ish. I actually don't know. I'm uneducated. I would ask my phone, but you know, it's a bit late for that. I should have done research before I started talking. That would have been a good idea. And you might be thinking, Jorge, you ignored that flower, and you'd be right. But that's because I don't want to leave these beautiful flowers behind. No, wait, no, I messed up. It's alright. It's hard to mess up in this game. It's really hard because for the most part there's not like an enemy or a challenge. Oh, I do things out of order sometimes. No, wait a minute. Because like I feel like the game's not gonna lead me, but I should just let it take me on a journey. Which is another game from a very fantastic game. I don't know what's up there, but let's go get it. You know why I have trouble trusting the game? It's because it has secret flowers. And I've missed them. And when I miss them, it doesn't tell you. So like, what if I'm missing a secret flower? I gotta be in the know. And it was awesome. That was loud. What was I talking about? Music and its universality, and like, look at this game. It is gorgeous. What's over here? Nothing. No. Okay. But it's gorgeous. Just the from the Unfinished Swan, my favorite word was the color palette, followed by has and expanded. For some reason that was like my favorite phrase, but I feel that exact same way. Adding colors to a world is just a wonderful storytelling mechanic, and maybe it's a bit overused in the last two games I've played, but in this one it definitely works. It works exceptionally well, I think. And it really just creates a fantastic mood, but I don't have to tell you what you already know. You're experiencing this with me. And that's the most wonderful part. I think... Ah, wait, no! Turn around. I think this is a hard game, too. Like, let's play. But for somebody who can do it effectively, I imagine it's wonderful, because you're sharing in an artistic experience, which is already a very hard thing to do. But now you're sharing in something that's deeply, I think, deeply emotional. Like, I'm not kidding. This game really makes me feel a lot of things. The, that music is just wonderful. Makes me care about the environment. Turns me into a hippie, basically. And if I could share that feeling with somebody while they're watching, that's all the better, all the more. I don't know why I want to say it like that, but that's how I want to say it. So that's what I've said. This is a game, though, that's probably more, suited for a silent let's play, like just a walkthrough. Honestly. But then I wouldn't get to hear the sound of my own voice later, and that's a problem for me. Wow. So, I get what this game's making me think about right now is what do I like in a video game, and what I really like is when a video game creates moments for me. Not by force, which is a hard thing to quantify because all this is a very linear game. Everything I do is by force, but it feels like a choice. I think because I've heard the Stanley Parabola gets into that. I haven't played it. I would like to, but I'm gonna just reference it because I hear it. If you want to play a game that's gonna go down the same question about choice and such, well, there it is for you. Anyway, my point is that it has to create moments, and a game has to organically create them, or if not, it has to feel organic. Because, well, we're humans, we're stupid. Something being organic and it feeling organic are identical. Like, this game feels like a consequence of choice, but really it's just a consequence of action. I haven't decided anything. Look at me, I turned... Oh my god, I'm so pretty! Anyways, I haven't decided anything. I've just followed the path, which is fine. Linear experiences are great. And it feels like I'm making decisions. It feels like I'm creating a world. And that's what makes a wonderful game. That's what differentiates it between bad games. And isn't that a view? Anyways, that's... I think I'm gonna call that the end. Oh. Hello, person who just joined the stream. I did not anticipate you. I don't know who you are. I'm surprised you're here, really. Since you've just joined in, we'll do one more level if you're actually interested. Not that you're gonna tell me, you'll probably sleep, but that's not the point. So anyways, we're on to this flower petal. I was about to stop and then... Hello. begins. It all begins with push the button. And I think this is my favorite level in terms of the swell of the orchestra, the violin just going on and just slowly moving, and it brings life into the music, and the rush of the flowers launching me through space. It's just fun. And it's lively, and it's a new mechanic, and it introduces new beauty, and I think that's what the game like Flower is all about. I wonder what's back here. It feels like there's something, but what is it? Okay, just wind. It's just a very pretty view. And I missed the flower. Oh no. Anyways, I'm trying to keep talking down to sort of a minimum because, well, a game like Flower doesn't need my voice. It doesn't need my narration. It sort of speaks for itself, and it does so very, very well. It's wonderful. Let's see now. What is left? Oh, that was a secret flower. I got it! Come on, grab! Stop! No! I don't know how I did that, but it was great. Go, forward. And I don't know, I just like how the music gets more, the change, I don't know if it's a key change, I don't know what it's called, but it's just the change in the movement of the music. It just fits really well with everything that the game's going for, or, well, how do I know what the game's going for? I don't. I'm presuming that's what the game's going for. Wait a minute, whatever. This is probably the best part of the game, for me, I think. Where it really feels like the game comes alive. Because in general, it's a pretty slow-paced game, but suddenly it turns into a very lively experience. I just really love how wait, no, go up. No, game. You did not permit me to do what I wanted. Oh well. Ooh. Oh no. An interesting thing about that game company is that they're a really small team, but they've created, I'm not going to say the most influential games of the last, like, decade. They haven't. But they've created Flow, this game Flower, Journey, both of which are, all of which are very well regarded as being fantastic games by the community. And I think that it's awesome that this company, their mission is to create art, basically. That's their goal, to create interactive art that sort of can be enjoyed even after the niche the game feels is over. You know? And they were opened in 2006, and I'm assuming they're financially profitable. They're not an open stock company. I wouldn't know. But the fact that this company is capable of existing and creating this is probably it's a good sign of where we are in the world. We can talk about improving our planet for the better of everything on it. It's like when you look back in the 1950s, before we had the American Union, and capitalism was fresh, and everybody talks about how capitalism, you know, it fixes itself. It doesn't. At least not in terms of people. It fixes itself in terms of profits, sure. But market pressures aren't enough to treat people like people. And back then nobody cared. And sort of as time goes on and the internet existed as widely as it is now, there's this sort of social pressure to make a difference. And I think that's one of the most wonderful things about the 21st century. While it's very windy, while it still may be not perfect, we still have problems, it's a step in the right direction. And for the foreseeable future, it can only get better. And that's just how it makes me feel. And that was that level. And I got another secret flower. Alright, well, thank you for watching. I think those were all the day flowers, and now I'm into the night. And I think I'll leave those for the next video. Hopefully, you've enjoyed watching the little you have or the little I've done. Hopefully I wasn't too annoying and in the way of the game. Because I know this is a game where it's about experiencing it yourself. And I'm sort of here as a midway, and I'm sure that's irritating. But that's not the point. Anyways, until next time, take care and stay lovely. I don't know where I'm going with it. It's taking too long. Have a good day.